My name is Brian Alexander, and today I will be talking about the article titled "The Holocaust is German Family History," written by David Crossland. I'll examine this piece in the context of the German concept of Vergangenheitsbewältigung, or as the article describes it, confronting the past. And when it comes to the past, German citizens have a lot to confront. 2 world wars, a totalitarian regime that committed mass genocide, and 30 years of a physically divided nation and capital city later, Germans, especially the older generations, have rarely had consistency in their lives. Those older Germans have seen things firsthand that many in the younger generations could only imagine, but many chose to do nothing. While Germany has taken great strides to acknowledge its horrid past and prevent repeating history, its older citizens have not quite come to terms with the actions they may have been involved with, voluntary or not. Crossland states that between 20 and 25 million Germans knew about the Holocaust as it was happening, while about 10 million fought along the Eastern Front. So why did so few speak out? Did everyone experience the bystander effect at the same time, or were the societal norms too strong to overcome? Crossland's article draws on a specific example of a young German named Pfeiffer doing research into his grandparents' background when he discovers shocking findings, which his elders were reluctant to reveal. Both of them were Nazi supporters, his grandfather serving as a lieutenant. When asked about the fairness of the racial laws, his grandfather said, "We didn't regard that as injustice. We had to go with the times, and the times were like that." Perhaps people living through the Third Reich truly wanted to act, but nobody can ever say what they would have done if put in that kind of situation. Going back to the concept of Vergangenheitsbewältigung, in order to work through the past, one must acknowledge not only one's impact on those past events, but also how the consequences have affected how younger Germans have grown up. The article states that conversations about Nazi Germany among families ceased immediately after the war. Germans were so silent for so long that people stopped listening to those who had lived through the Third Reich, and their stories were kept hidden. They were not able to deal with the guilt they bottled up long ago. This manifested when Pfeiffer showed his grandfather a research report connecting his military branch to several war crimes. Pfeiffer's grandfather was outraged and denied having any knowledge of the events described. However, later he was able to come to terms with some of the paper and admitted it had a bit of truth. Even though his grandfather passed away before the publishing of his research, Pfeiffer believed he would have initially been in denial, but over time he would have realized the factual nature of the research, probably on his way to working through his own past.